think it's podcast time. I think it's podcast time. Well, welcome to Real Talk with KT. Let me take my shades off. You know why I wore these today? Because I want to tell you your future is bright. And when your future is bright, you got to wear shades. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. Thank you for joining my podcast. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Enjoy the podcast that we are putting on. And I am going to talk to you today about attitude. You know what? I always say this: what you think about, you bring about. Whether it be good or bad, whatever it is, whatever you're going through right now, you can turn it around just with a couple of things. Number one, when the thoughts come into your brain and maybe they're not that great, guess what? Just say this: cancel, 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 cancel. Can we try it right now? Say it with me: cancel, cancel. That's right. We are canceling out the thought that the enemy has planted in our mind. Or maybe it's you that's planted your own thought by just hanging around the wrong people, or playing the wrong music, or listening to things on TV. I don't know. But you know, I like to keep going in life. I've been through a lot in my life as well. I've been through 3 divorces. Yep, that's right. I keep telling you. And one of these days, I'm going to tell you my whole story. Yes, I have been. And so it hasn't been easy. But guess what? If you keep the right attitude going through what you're going through, maybe your kids are acting up. Yep, I had that too. Well, guess what? You got to keep praying for them. You got to keep praying that they're going to come back to God. Well, having a great attitude is also trying to look your best. You know, during COVID, they were telling us, you know, you had to wear masks, you had to kind of hide. But now that we don't have to wear masks anymore, why not get yourself feeling better by having, number 1, a great attitude, and number 2, a great image, right? And a couple of things that I did and still do today is every night before I go to bed, I write in my thankful journal. I mean, you know, a lot of times people are talking about writing in their thankful journal. And what is that? That is what you write down that you're thankful for. What are you thankful for? You know, the other day, and I have to tell you, I was complaining about something. I was complaining about something to my son. And he was the one that brought me back on track. He was the one that said, Mom, you don't usually talk like this. You are not, there's nothing wrong. You are not going through anything right now that you cannot handle, because God says He doesn't give you any more than you can handle, right? So I want to encourage you today, just a quick little podcast here, is to A, have a good attitude. B, be thankful. Also, you can write in your journal every single day. And what another thing I do in mine is I write down 6 most important things that I have to do. That's right, 6. Well, it could be 6 for business. It could be 6 for ministry. It could be 6 for household. You know, a lot of us do more than 6 things. But write down at least 6 things. And it's kind of like a brain dump. You know, you're dumping your brain on a piece of paper before you can actually sleep. How many of you have trouble sleeping? Well, if you don't brain dump, that's what I call it. That's right. You take your brains and you put it on paper and you write out exactly what you need to do for the next day. It really keeps your attitude going, and it keeps you straight and what you need to do, organized. How many of you feel like you're sometimes not organized? I'm going to put my hand up, because that was me. And sometimes I can still get like that if I don't put the brain dump on the paper. So that's what I want you to do this week, is try those things. Have a great attitude. Look the part. Oh yes. Have a good image. and write out what you're thankful for. And then guess what? Brain dump 6 most important things that you need to do every single day. Have a beautiful week, and we will see you again next time. Real Talk with KT.